G'day everybody, where's Wally here? Well, today it might be time for a little bit of schooling for Nathan and Anthony. Now, these two have been wandering around the internet the last couple of weeks saying things like, oh, you can't loom the horizon above the horizon, that's a non sequitur. Well guys, I'm here to tell you I think you can.
The citation for what they're trying to portray when they lift and loom and sink that distant building in their model is taken from this citation from Talman 1932, which says, when abnormal refraction increases the apparent elevation of a distant object, often lifting above the horizon things normally below it, this process is described as looming.
We all know that looming is a thing. It's defined. It's looming up objects with respect to the horizon. And he demonstrates that. Not that you can loom something up from behind it.
And of course, Nathan, you have just given Harry Baird a fresh look at truth in Sydney, a big pump. But of course, you didn't really actually look at what he was showing you, because it's his images I'm going to use to point out to you exactly how the horizon is loomed up. So have a look at this image by BM LSB69 and see this little gap down here? What do you suppose that is caused by, guys? Oh, I just love this shot. Not only have we got horizon looming, but notice how we're actually seeing more of the oil rig beyond the loomed horizon. So now we've got loomed oil rig above a loomed horizon. Holy halloumi, Batman. And for the slow of thinking, that part of the oil rig that was hidden behind the apparent horizon is now loomed above it. Just thought I'd better spell that out for you in case you didn't kind of get that. And for the even slower of thinking, my mate Ruhef has done a little blinky blink test here for us, so let's have a look at that. That is rather sweet, isn't it? Which also shows what a rubbish job BM LSB69 did of an overlay. Sorry guys. Sorry mate.
Now today when I looked out and took a photo of this this scene, we had the Pacific Ocean up along the top of this tower. Now normally I've seen it most of the time, in most conditions it sits down here, so it gets compressed down to this level, and I've got heaps of videos that would show a different level on the tower. This is another one from the other day. You can see that now that's a fairly typical observation from 250 feet on an even sort of temperature type day. Doesn't matter whether it's the middle of winter or the middle of summer.
The cool thing is that Harry has inadvertently made a very accurate scientific instrument, and I'm sure Anthony you'll back me up on this, because so Anthony, in a minute or less, here is the proof that looming of the horizon is possible. So Harry's eye position doesn't change, the tower doesn't change, and it is slightly below the eye position as it is in line with the horizon. And we know the horizon can never rise to eye level. But I digress. That's just another little globe sign for you right there. So if Harry's eye never changes elevation and the top of the tower never changes elevation, so the independent variable has to be the refractive conditions. So as the atmospheric conditions get twiddled by themselves, we see the horizon change in angular elevation from Harry's, simply by observing it in relation to the top of the tower. The dependent variable, i.e. the horizon, moves upwards, and that is called looming. QED, thank you very much, game over, bye-bye.
There's no obvious atmospheric conditions here that are causing this magnification. It's just the fact that today's going to be a real stinking hot day. There's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere.
Oh Harry, there is indeed weather reasons for why this has happened. Just check out the weather for that exact same day, when we can see the weather blowing in from afar. How about that, Harry?
But if it was water, it's right in line with where an auto level would say my eye level would be.
Oh Harry, try not to forget exactly where the auto level says level is, will you? Here's a little reminder for everybody. And of course, Nathan and Anthony, if you don't think what I've said has the ring of truth to it, why don't you provide a better solution? I cannot wait to hear it. I do need something else to laugh at, make another video about. Thanks. Okay guys, that's enough of this video. But I feel like it's missing something. Antonio, do you know what it is?
I don't know.
I guess, guys, I'm going to have to rely on you to help me find some catchphrases for Nathan and Antonio. Anyone think they can do that?
Whatever.
Well, I think it would make it funny, don't you reckon, Harry?